Hi everybody, this is Dr. Cara of drcaragubbins.com and theanimalwisdomcircle.com, and this is your forecast for the week of July 24th to the 30th. And I have been shuffling the cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and place them out here, and I'm really feeling called to this fourth card, so I'm going to just place that down in the front and see what extra insight that one can give us at the end. So we're starting off the week with Octopus, who's just one of my totally favorite animals that I've ever talked to. The thing that is really coming forward for me with the octopus is flexibility. When we can move and flow with what happens, we can be in the flow of life. When we get stuck and rigid, we're out of the flow of life and we're working against life. So the octopus, the message to people from Octopus is everything that we need is provided for us. And the thing that keeps us from knowing that is usually our lack of flexibility, because if it's not in the direction we're looking for it in and we're inflexible, we're not going to see it. But if we can, kind of pull our heads back and look around and be flexible and allow it to show up in another way, then we're going to see it. So to me, the card here is really calling for us to kind of look at things in a different way and have kind of a flexible perspective. Knowing that, if we know that everything we need is provided for us and we're not seeing it yet, just know that it's just not yet, that it's out there, and we just have to be flexible in how we either interpret what's going on or where we look or how we're expecting it to be. If we have expectations and the universe is providing something for us that isn't in that format, then we're not going to see it. So this is a really good time to kind of open up, pull back, and have the flexibility that comes from knowing it's all there. Whatever I need is out there. I just have to have the flexibility to recognize it. And then the second card is the African lion. This card has a couple, like the energy of it today for me. The message from the African lion is to be as great as you dream you can be. Just go out there and live your dreams and make them come true. The decisive leadership part of it, which is the lion's gift, the spiritual gift of the lion, is sometimes we need to just go out there and make things happen. So be decisive, be that leader for yourself. And if you have a vision, which this month has really been about finding your vision, now's the time to start taking steps. It's time to, either create a plan or start moving forward on your plan, or just take the steps that you feel called to take. You don't have to be all organized and planning it all out, but really, this is the time to move forward towards your dreams. You can be great. So start taking those steps in that direction that you want to be going. And then the third card for this week is the eagle. And the eagle, the message to people from the eagle is their strength and partnership. And that is the energy that's been kind of spiraling through the weeks, every week this month. Last week was very much about partnership. We had the chimpanzee in that third position, and it was the horse in that position last week, whose ultimate experience, the ultimate bliss for the horse is found in partnership. And the eagle reminds us that we are capable of so much more when we work in partnership than when we work alone. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So when you're taking those steps forward, see how you can dovetail with somebody else. How can you create a win-win situation when what you're doing is going to help you and it's also going to help somebody else, or they're going to contribute, or you're going to have more fun doing it together, or whatever it is. look for the partnerships. As you are making that vision that you have for your life come true, taking those steps and creating them in partnership. And partnership may be with spirit, maybe with your guides, it may be with a physical partner, it may be showing up in a lot of ways, but just really know that you're going to get farther if you work in partnership than if you work alone. And then finally, I'm going to pull up this last card, which is the Quail. And the Quail is the card that I pulled for the first week of July. And it also came up for the monthly reading in July. So the Quail energy of finding your satisfaction, finding your meaning through devotion. But you can't be devoted to anything until you love it. So really, this is just a reminder. If you've kind of gotten caught up in the energy of the month, which is challenging us with our relationships and dependence and partnership and all that, if you've gotten caught up in that and lost sight, this is a reminder that it is always about love. Love is first and foremost in everything we do. And if you are following the inspiration of Khalil Gibran of work is love made visible, and if you're exploring how are you going to do that in the world, Quail is here to remind you that when you love what you're doing, you're devoted to it. That devotion is a natural outcome of that love. And really focus on the love, and the rest of the stuff will totally work out. So I think that's a really fitting reminder for the last week of the month. We started out with a lot of Quail energy in the beginning of the month, and the whole month has really been about helping us to come back to love, to trust our love, to trust who we are, and to expand in our ability to love and to relate to others through love. So I'm hoping that you're finding that expansion of love and that theme of love this month is happening in your life, and having it here in the cards is helping you to bring that into fruition in your life. Because I really believe that the more we can come from that place of love in everything that we do, the better our lives feel to us. The more happiness and satisfaction and joy and meaning we find in our work and in our relationships. So carry the Quail with you this week as you take some decisive action towards your goals, work in partnership, and please remember to be flexible and open-minded with how the universe is going to provide for you. So have a beautiful week, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. So any insights, comments, experiences that you have relative to these cards and the energy this week and the good stuff that's going on in your life, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. All right, have a beautiful week, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.